How's it going, folks? And you're very welcome along to the Motorcycle Hour podcast, where we talk all things motorcycling. A quick shout out to our sponsors: Terence Healy Motorcycles Tullamore, your main Honda dealer for the Midlands; City Spares Motorcycling, Cherry Orchard Industrial Estate Dublin, your Honda and Suzuki agent; and motorcyclingtraining.ie, your one-stop shop for all your motorcycle training needs. Before we kick it off, we do want to give a reminder that this podcast is intended for audience of 18 years and older. So just remember this when deciding where and when you listen. Episode 82, coming at you like a cold, crisp pint of Bulmers on a fucking hot summer day, boys. What the hell with a stick? Well, that's the time. Tony Moore, I'm going to tell you straight how if you don't turn that phone off, and I am firing it across that hedge, and that is the truth. I swear, my stuff. How are you supposed to do Anton? You know what I mean? With this level of unprofessional. What does he do then? He answers the phone and goes to the far end of the phone. Oh my Jesus Christ!
I told him to stay off that chat line.
I'll tell you one thing, boys. Sure, where would you be going? Holy divine, boys. Boys, how he's getting on? First and foremost, roll call time. The one and only Charlie Riley's here. All right, chat.
All right, my son. All right.
Shut up over there. What's crack, book?
Nothing.
You give up the fags?
I did.
As he sits here exhaling a heap of dirty fucking tobacco.
Nah, you're
tobacco.
grand. No, I've cut down on them.
Have you?
No,
what we at a day now, book?
Not even 20 now.
Not even 20 a day now?
No.
That's good going, boys.
No, that's from nearly 40 there.
Your missus listens to this.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
I mean, allegedly.
Okay. Look it, you're going the right way about it anyway, so fair fucking play to you. Over to the one and only Kieran Riley.
Yup.
What's going on, Buck?
What's the crack?
Living the dream.
Oh, you know well.
Look at the Volvo hat on him. Oh, Lord, my God. He's driving a dump truck a wet week and he's going oh, my stomach, I swear to God.
When he seen the hat, he says, come on, you're coming home.
Yeah, you might as well.
Right.
Any old cracker scandal?
Oh, I'm quiet now.
Living the dream.
That
is the job, lad. We had a lovely little snake.
You living the dream.
I'm living the dream, 100%. You know, be looking at me. We lovely little snake.
Look at all the dreaming. Will you just get on with it, for fuck's sake?
Lovely little dream out last night. Speaking of dreaming. All right, Fudge.
How are you, Brent?
Good. Was that your missus in the audience?
It was, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's little, you can't see her.
Calm down to yourself there, will you? Any crack, Buck?
No, not at all. No,
I see you there with a whole handful of new exhaust pipes. What's the story there?
I do. Oh, yes. I
New
need
manifold.
them. Yeah.
Well, we established that when we
We
attempted to put the gaskets in them.
Yes,
we were like,
it was well diagnosed.
It was, to be fair, yeah.
No, in fairness, now it did seal.
It did seal
for all of about 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wasn't it?
Credit where credit's due.
I
it
just
lasted till I got out the gate.
Out the gate. I said, no, I you won't be bothering that. And I could hear the exhaust no change. And he up and down Brandon.
I wouldn't mind over maybe close the gate myself.
I let everyone close. That's your payment. Close that
yeah, but there's automatics coming, babe.
Eventually.
I already thought they were electric, were they not?
No,
the motors just turned them off.
They're manual.
Cooper powered. But we need to get serious now for a minute.
Yeah.
We've a massive podcast. We have a big podcast coming up. No, we do.
No.
I'll tell you, if you're listening to this, just clear the schedule for the next couple of hours because we have a big one coming up. We're going to have the one and only Kevin Keys coming on from Darragh Race and telling us about his plans for the year ahead. Obviously, we've had Kevin on a couple of times. This year, things are, I suppose, taking a big
jump.
A big jump, yeah. He's been doing a lot of testing over in Spain and stuff. So we had a bit of a chat with Kevin and got the whole down low on his plans, as well as another Yamaha R7 he's going to be riding in the Super Twin category as well. So yeah, very interesting chat with the one and only Kevin Keys.
And I can't wait to see
we love having him out here, boys. He's there's just something sound about Kevin.
He's just that easy going.
He is, huh?
He's just that easy going.
He is. He's just that easy going. 100%.
He doesn't go around there with the head in the air thinking he's shit.
He does his talking on the road.
He's down to earth, one of the boys. And that's it. All he likes is riding motorcycles.
Motorbogs around the place.
Absolutely.
Speaking of riding motorbikes.
Yeah.
We had a spin on Bank Holiday Monday.
Jesus, we went for a long one.
We had a spin and a half. No point in saying different. Kieran, you were in bed.
I was Richards in Sparrow.
No.
Yeah.
Well, all
You
I
stayed
can
in the
say
bed.
is I
You're
know
right, it is.
exactly now how John Wayne's cheeks of his arse felt. Because I tell you one thing, boys,
was
when you're
going
on
out
the
of Spain.
saddle for nearly, how many fucking...
We were
we left
11
Derry.
hours.
Yeah,
we were 11 or 11 and a half hours gone altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fair riding.
Which was fair going.
fuck's sake,
It was
will you
fair
leave
going.
us up?
Yeah. We decided we were going to do a few photo rally pints.
Yeah.
So we headed off and we changed the setting anyway because we didn't obviously want to go on any motorways. And by Jesus, the old GPS true to its word.
She did change.
He did change. We
Well,
were
with you
on.
anyway. Once there's not petrol stations, you're saying, oh, I'll bring you there. Oh,
No,
Lord.
you want to see the roads across. Oh,
Across
because
water and
Jesus. Yeah, we'd get a boat
Seen
on one
that now,
stage.
yeah.
Myself and Brendan and Ross, right? And
The three musketeers.
the old brain wave came in then. We were chatting along.
Was it
and
only
blah, blah.
trees that went?
Oh, that's some crow.
wow.
We went
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
quiet then for a while, you know, we were getting... And I says, fuck this, no, I'm going to brown the boys. Say, yeah, lads, you're not going to believe this. Of course, Bren, what's wrong, yeah? They have fucking 3/4 of a tank of petrol in the for fuck's
The
sake,
whole
what's that?
day, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had. Oh, we had, honestly.
And I didn't give a flying
Oh,
fuck.
my
I was only brown at the bike.
PTSD, huh?
Every single time we stopped petrol.
Last stop.
You put petrol in the bike 4 times?
Yeah.
Four. And I was, come on now. Every time, I'm just topping it up. How much you put in it? €4. And next thing on to that, I just put €8 in it then. And I put €12 in now. I was like, well, yeah, for the look.
What mileage did you do?
Panic is there. I don't know. I'd say we done about 550 kilometres.
Oh, no way.
thereabouts.
Yeah. Oh, no, we went for... Oh, it was a long one now.
Oh, it was a good long one.
Sure, never I'm telling you about the 2 cheeks of my arse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in fairness, the complaining wasn't so bad. Yeah, the complaining wasn't just as bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a good old spin. We went down, we done Waterford, we done Wexford, we done fucking, where else did we go? Waterford, Wexford, Tipperary,
Well, in
back
fairness
up into
now,
Wicklow.
we lost a good bit of weight.
Did we?
Yeah, sure, we had fuck all because
Oh,
we
yeah.
cold poxy sandwiches. Oh, jeez, and they were rotten.
Ah,
Why was there near a
brutal.
chipper on the way down?
Nah, but you believe it.
Now listen, I'm going to be straight out about it. We fucked up.
Yeah, we did,
I
we
wanted
did.
to.
Well, it's
right?
not like you to fuck up on
No.
the trip.
No, it's definitely not like you to admit to it anyway.
No,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah,
No,
just,
well,
no,
if
come
you-
on,
if you
Bro
actually,
G.
if you actually
Oh,
let me
man.
finish, I didn't fuck up.
Oh,
Him and Ross fucked up.
how's that?
How did we fuck?
Well,
Normally
we
it's
were-
always you
We were
following the
driving
leader.
and driving and driving and driving, and now the hunger was getting to us.
Yeah,
It was. No, but we weren't starving, but we were hungry.
Yeah.
And we found a Centra shop in, where was
I
it?
just wanna laugh
But
now.
no, you have to bear in mind as well that you had
Clonroach.
2 diabetics with you.
Yeah, that's not my problem.
Yeah, and also you and you have to bear in mind
Not through me.
there was only one now with treat that doesn't have a what's the aux for your bike for the phone? A lockpick, is it?
A lock pick.
Or lock.
You're spending too much time with
What do you call it?
You weren't on
What?
the
No,
road, so you just shut your little mouth now for a second.
Go in for it absolutely. Get over this table.
We got to
and mow
Clonroach
you.
and we found a Centra shop. Now Centra, right, it didn't have a deli,
Yeah.
but it had
What?
ready-made sandwiches. Well,
Right.
it did have a deli, but like this was at 4:00 Sunday evening.
Oh, right.
So
yeah,
the deli was closed, but it did have ready-made sandwiches
Yeah.
and fruit and all the coffees and teas and all the crack. No. The way he says, no, fuck it, we'll keep going. I said, boys, I think he could regret this decision.
Yeah.
No, fuck it.
We're
We'll get
mad
him
for
on.
a chipper.
We're mad for a chipper.
Oh, Jesus.
I says, right. He says, right, boys, it's up to you now. But I says, I would advise you, we'll get something to eat. No, we'll keep going.
So what the Bright Spark do? Went in and got a few them Wispa fucking
No,
caramel bars.
that was well before that. That was in Waterford.
Hold on,
was
now,
it?
hold
That
on.
was
now.
that was that morning.
Did you get Wispa Golds?
Yeah, they're the ones.
Class. Oh, they're lethal.
Oh,
With a mug of tea.
out of the fridge.
Oh, I like my old chocolate in the fridge. Anyway. Boys, we're getting off topic again. We do this the whole time.
Yeah, no, but when it comes to Wispa Golds, that's acceptable.
True enough. Yeah, you have to.
Wispa Golds.
Wispa Golds.
Did you like your Wispa Gold jar?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, they're serious.
it was
aren't they?
whispering.
They're class.
Yeah,
But anyway,
Are we talking about bikes or bars? What the fuck?
Centra was the base. No, they were too good for Centra. So I said, right, go on. So we kept trucking on, and then we ended up in Ferns in Wexford. Now this was a good while
yeah.
after that. We were
Nice
down,
sleepy village.
down in Ferns in Wexford, and at this stage now. We were that hungry, lad, I swear to God. We would have had the blue waffle now. That's how bad we were. I swear, we were
Oh,
starving.
that's foul.
Right.
Did you not stop for
my
breakfast in the
God.
morning?
No, we didn't get breakfast. No, we
What time
should
did you
have.
leave at?
About half, yeah.
Half eight, yeah.
But anyway, we were absolutely fucking starving.
I'm telling
So
you,
next thing, we were that blind.
Starving man over here, huh?
We were that blind. We went into an Apple Green service station, and we said, "Oh, there's a Subway on it." So we didn't have, of course, Subway was
Yeah,
closed.
do you know,
I think it closed in the 1980s, but look at this place.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
Well, we went up and we got on these ready-made sandwiches, chicken and stuffing. Do you know what I mean? The only chicken was on it was the Wrighton chicken. That was it was 99%. It was bread, a bread and pulverized bread. That's what was in it.
Can
Right?
I
Got a
just say
bag of
something?
crisps in the whole lot. No, you won't.
No,
Right?
I just
We were sitting there eating the sandwich in the whole lot, absolutely starved of hunger. Tony, Moore, I swear now you're right. Eating the sandwich in the whole lot. We were sitting there looking up, and we're like, I don't just believe it.
Two fucking chippers is open across the road. And the Chinese. And we sitting in sandwiches. Oh,
We were that thick at that stage.
Yeah.
I said, I don't give a fuck. Dad, just
I
take the
went-
sandwiches.
these three young ones and two young fellas coming around with two big
Pizza
bastard
boxes.
pizza boxes.
Get into the car.
I swear to
pure
God.
thickness. I said, fucking you wouldn't stop in the centre.
I
So
was
I'm
like a
blaming you
fucking
anyway.
briar.
Yeah,
I was now.
So from now on, we're going to bring the sandwiches and the flask of tea and the whole job now. You know what I mean?
In fairness, you never
And
get
then
any luck
motorway
going
the
on
whole
the
way
spin
home.
when it comes to getting food. In
no.
fairness, now in all the spins now I went, you know what I mean.
There's a lot to be said for bringing the old flask and the few sandwiches. mate.
Absolutely.
There is a lot to be said.
The hang sandwiches.
The old hang sandwiches, lad. It's hard to beat.
Couldn't bait them.
You wouldn't bet.
Or bait it with a stick.
Or as
stick
my
and
granddad
Brendan
used,
Gray, so,
that'd be good to my grandfather back in the 80s. He'd say to me, will you go in and ask your nanny, is there a hen's thing with an onion on it? Sure, I didn't know what it was at all. And I used to go in and sure, she'd laugh at me.
Yeah.
Later on in life, I found out what it was. Fucking hen shite with an onion on it.
What was it called? Hens what?
Hen's thing with an onion on it.
Never heard of that.
Did you ever hear that?
No.
Yeah.
Must be a Carberry thing.
Shut
No,
your mouth,
it's
you
not
fucking
Carberry.
idiot.
No, it's not a
No,
Carberry.
right, I don't know.
I don't know what you're winking
Well,
at.
anyway.
You're just as bad living out the road you eat. Would you go
I
away?
don't live in Carberry, lad. Get that.
No, but sure, I
I'm
heard
in the
all them
the
lads
par-
out where
the
you're living are
parish of
hillbillies
Ballina.
now. Would you stop?
Parish of Ballina. You wouldn't say it to their
Oh,
face.
you're right. You
Just
would.
slap dead.
You're right. Yeah, tell you to be a fair man. Let me tell you.
Oh, leave you alone. But we'd a grand old day now. There
was
no place
brilliant,
different. It was a right good old day now. We
And-
done all the four was no rain.
No rain, thanks be to God.
Saw a load of deer.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
you?
yeah. The field.
Oh, right.
Jeez, I hate it.
Was there
And
any-
not one of us were rifle.
Was there any black
That's
dogs?
that.
Is there no?
No,
Any
not
what?
like that.
Black dogs.
No, they didn't jump out with a hedge.
No,
anyway.
no.
We're going along, going by this Kennedy, was it?
Kindly, yeah.
Kennedy Castle. We're just driving by a huge, big estate house, like,
Yeah.
and this
Oh, right.
field. I was just going along, I was looking, I see all the cattle. I was like, they're not cattle, boys. Deer, definitely 200 deer, I'd say.
Quit the fuck.
Yeah, I swear to God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it the
unbelievable,
deer
yeah.
farm?
No, they're just wild. Like.
But we don't know whether it was a deer farm or not. We never went in and spent that.
That price the way you were passing
There's
though.
not in shape this country, you know.
I know, but all bullshit aside. And then fucking yesterday evening, we had a lovely little spin over to Gaelic
We had
Burger.
absolutely a smashing spin over the Gaelic Burger. But before we get into that,
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
before we get into that,
Stall the digger
Right,
now.
stall
yeah.
the digger.
Stall the digger.
I think, boys, all joking aside, I think we'll bring this whole interview with the one only Kevin Keys.
Ah, yeah, fair
He
head,
thinks
fair
so,
head,
yeah,
fair
yeah.
head.
So, like a plan?
Sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a huge
Bring him
man
on,
now.
bring him
Let's
on.
do it. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, a man that needs absolutely no introduction, definitely not on this podcast anyway, the one and only Kevin Keys. How are you getting on, Buck?
All good, boys. All good.
Good.
You're a regular on this table.
Yeah,
Was that
regular.
a round of applause I heard there? No,
See, no? No, not that one. There it is. It's just a bit slow.
Settle
there.
down,
See?
settle down.
Yeah, just a bit
Settle
slow.
down there now, crew.
Breathe
Put
in.
them knickers back on you, missus.
Good to have you back, man. You didn't have too far to come on here.
No, just out the road, isn't it?
These escalating fuel prices are not going to have much of a bearing on your trip now this evening. Holy jazz, but he's not even. I'm just going to say a little word about it. Mother of divine, people are losing the fucking. They're gone mad, like.
Yeah.
They think now, like, you can't get into a petrol station. I was on Blessing today on the whole way home. Not a hope could you get into a petrol station. It's like the slice pan epidemic all over again. Pretty
Or
cool.
toilet paper. Remember the one, the COVID, everyone mad, like, you know, for
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. So
Yeah.
I was over toilet paper.
I know,
You
I know. Honestly.
Unreal.
Yeah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Welcome back to the podcast. How are you getting on?
All good, boys. All good.
Listen, we've been kind of following your progress. Obviously, we're part of an elite WhatsApp group where we get
Yeah.
behind the scenes updates and all that. You've had a busy start of the year with testing, man.
Yeah. Extremely busy. You know, this year we've put a lot of laps together in Spain. We've spent, I think, the guts of 4 or 5 weeks out there between coming to and from. So yeah, no, it's been a busy off season training at home then as well, and yeah, Darkor pulled out all the stops. Last year we lacked in that. We had no testing. First time to sit in a bike was to head down the road in Cookstown. And
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah,
mental stuff. Like, you think about it.
and I've said it even in the group.
That's
But I mean,
mental.
like hats off to Brian and Keith. I mean, they've really, the whole team has really stepped it up a game this year.
Yeah, you're
So,
right. Just going to pull that a little bit there away from you. Yeah,
So it's just great to see. So yeah, it was one of the glaring things from last year, as you said. So the first session out there, what was the story with it?
yeah, like you said, it was the glaring thing from last year, and it was one thing I asked the boys, Keith and Brian, was like, can we focus this year on testing? Because you see how important it is. Like Sweeney and Dunlop and that, they've done a lot of testing or whatever, and like they straight away in Cookstown they were fast, and
Yeah.
them boys sort of cleared away from everyone else. But at the same pace, I sat on the bike for the first time to head down Cookstown, and I was 0.1 off the podium in the grand final. So
yeah.
So
That's some bar to set now, in fairness. Like,
But
fuck's
I
sake.
suppose one of the things though is a lot of people don't realise. Okay, dialing in the bike is one thing, but dialing your head in is a huge part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. And I think it was important that sense because we got out there, got to spin lots of laps with some fast riders as well. Like I spent a lot of time on track with BSB riders. There was Rory Skinner was out there, Max Cook, Joe Talbot, the Irwin brothers. The list goes on. It was good. Like it wasn't just out there spinning laps with just Joe Soaps. There was good quick lads to gauge.
You had
off
stuff
and-
to gauge off. Yeah.
Like there were some of the tracks there. I think where we went to Almeria and Andalusia, the Irwin brothers were there, and I think I was second or third fastest, and that ended up them sessions, and yeah, it was cool to be in that mix and sort of compare yourself off them boys, and like Cartagena, Luke Mossy, who's the front runner of Stockhausen, and David Allingham, they were doing low 36s around there, and I got down to a 36.5 on the big bike there. So
Jesus, man,
it
has to be great, as well as obviously the familiarization of yourself with the bike and getting, I suppose, practice. But when you're pulling them out, it must be a great bit of a confidence booster, I suppose, going into the season ahead. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Like I've been away from focusing on track riding so much since I've started the roads. I've put a lot of effort into road racing, but you kind of forget then, or you sort of maybe not think to yourself, maybe I haven't got the edge to be a track rider anymore as fast as, and then go testing and see that you're not too far away from the leading Stockhausen riders, which, Mossy was a superbike rider at one stage, winning races in BSB superbike, so yeah, it was a good boost there, and it kind of gave me the itch to go back to BSB at some stage and maybe this year do a wild card or two and just show that I am still around, I still have the pace, and hopefully, it opens more doors to maybe, Paget's. They have a giant team there with Superbike and roads. There's plenty of teams there, and to show that us as a privateer team as well in Darkor have how much effort the boys have put in, and
100%.
to see how strong that we are as a small little privateer team.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant,
it is a credit to the boys, like when did you think, last year was your first year with Darkor, really, was it?
No, so I joined in 2022 is where we kind of started. It was sort of like a snowball thing. So 22, I lost my ride in BSB because I had no money.
Yeah.
Keith rang me then after I'd done Wallerstown. I'd done Wallerstown for a bit of crack with a couple of lads and ended up winning the 2 races there.
Just for the crack.
Just for the old crack, like, you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah, but I wasn't there that weekend. No, I was away. You would have had it put up to you then, book.
Oh, my stomach.
Yeah, so after the Wallerstown, Keith rang me and offered me to ride he had a ZX6 at the time that he'd bought for his other rider, Kevin, as well. And Kevin had no real interest in riding the 600. He said he didn't like it. It wasn't for him. So it was sitting there and Keith offered me to ride it, but I actually refused twice because I just hadn't got the money to ride it. And I said, no, look, Keith, it's grand. Thanks. Appreciate it. But no. And then he was like, why? And I was like, look, just haven't got the money. And he said, no, look, come on, we want a bit of exposure. We want to try and win a couple of races in Mondello. We're a Kildare-based team racing in Kildare. We want to try and prove our name around the place. We're a sponsor of the championship. We have a bike on the grid at the minute, but we want to win races. So there was a bit of pressure going, but a bit of crack too. He said to me that don't worry about costs, we'll cover it. So I was like, fuck, never got a chance to ride a bike for free in my life and go and do it and have the crack.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
End up, it was the third last round of the year. So the boys were up the pace. Josh Elliott was actually there that year. He was our superbike rider in BSB. He was leading championship, and we came in, got the bike for the first time I sat in it was actually straight into a qualifying session, and I put it a second behind Josh. And went out then and won them 3 races. It was actually the Leinster 200 race that weekend, and I won that Leinster race too. So Yeah, that snowballed. And then Keith said, look, do you want to come back for the last 2 rounds? And I made a joke out and said, yeah, if it's for free again.
Okay, sure, yeah.
He said, yeah, no, look, come on, and we'll finish the season out. And yeah, we finished the season. Then won, I think there was another 6 races after that, won or 5 of the 6. And
Again, as you do.
1, 5
As
to
you
6.
do.
Why didn't you win the 6 of them, for fuck's sake?
Have you the rest of the way some hope?
Yeah, honest to God, yeah.
So I think we actually ended up finishing 3rd in the championship after only doing the last 3 rounds. So it was cool, you know. But then that off-season, I still was going in scratching my head thinking, you know, this is it now. That was good. That last 3 races was good. And Keith rang me then again. He said, look, do you want to come over to the unit and talk to me and Brian about next year? And I was like, oh, there is a next year, like, you know. And so we were going into 23 at this stage. And they offered to build me a brand new R6 and to ride the Mondello Masters again. And I said to him, look, all respect, like, you know, would you just fancy a superbike? Because I've won the Super Sport Championship on a stocker that I owned myself. And I said, a superbike, I'd like to ride one. And Keith goes, oh, definitely. He says, we'd much rather a superbike. We didn't know if you would want one or not. So I was like, all right, yeah, so we'll go that way.
As you do.
Deadly, yeah.
Well, I'm going over to Keith and telling Keith I want a New York as well.
So yeah, that put Keith. He had 2 bikes then. He Kevin Madigan on an R1 and he gave me an R1 then as well to go out and ride. But then 23, the insurance thing hit Ireland, didn't it? So we'd no racing in the Masters. So we ended up going across to England to ride the British World 100 Championship. And that was a good year. It was the first year in a superbike as well. So we ended up, I think first race, we ended up 4th or 5th. And I just snowballed into it, got comfortable on the R1, got it set up and started winning then and ended up winning that championship at the end of the year. We came back then to Ireland in 24 and done the full Masters, but that was my first year to go roads then, fully roads as well.
Yep.
So yeah, we came back 24 and Keith bought a super sport bike then again, put me on a super sport bike as well, a Yamaha. And
Boo. sorry.
Just okay.
You want to bet the Honda? Go ahead, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he bought the Super Sport, the R6, and we had the R1 then as well. And yeah, we won the 2 championships in the Mondello Masters, Super Sport and Superbike, and debuted at TT and debuted Northwest. And yeah, it was fastest newcomer that year at the TT. And yeah, 25 then went again, got the Honda and went 125.6 or something around the TT, won the TT start.
Well, that was the story in itself.
Yeah, got the Honda at the fucking TT. That was some difference in fairness, yeah. And then the R6, the clutch fucked up on it, didn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Ended up getting a slip and clutch in the second race of the Super Sport race, but yeah, no, that was another story.
It's them old fucking Yamas. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have one running it.
Yeah, no, you won't beat the old Honda. Why change she'll tip her on.
That Fireblade, that was. That's as the Chad says. She's not your average Fireblade.
No, she's not your average. You know, there's a little tweaking here and tweaking there.
Here and there and all that. So come here, obviously testing. We've been following you, I urge everybody to jump onto your YouTube. It's brilliant. You need to keep doing more of it though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We were following you the whole trip over. You would have been in Australia quicker. Fucking hell. How long did it take you? 30 hours? What was it all together? Travelling?
So it was 22 hours in the boat or something, and then a 19-hour drive down. Fuck me.
Fucking hell, man. You would have been to Australia and back.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. We got to Rosslare and that was grand. So first the boys booked ferries to go across, and then the storm was hitting at the time, so they kept getting fucking cancelled. And then so first Brian was supposed to drive it out, and then Romanus, one of the Dark Horse boys, was supposed to drive it out, and then it got cancelled again, and then Romanus ended up cutting driving out, and then Brian was gone to Lanzarote. Then Keith said, look, I don't want to drive, do you want to drive? And I was like, not really, but right. So that was grand. Rocked down to Rosslare, pulled up the check-in, handed me passport, and she goes, you're not Brian Farrell. I says, yeah, no, I know that. And she says, or Romanus. I says, yeah, no, I know that. I said, fucking Kevin Keys, they got my passport. And she goes, you're not booked on. And I went, right, can you just change it over there? There's been so much fucking shit going on here, cancellations, as these boys couldn't come, so it's me. No, we can't do that without the person who booked it, and that's Brian. Where's he? I said, in Lanzarote.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no way.
No way.
I said, so what's the crack? And she goes, you can't get on the boat. And I was like, oh, you're messing. So I ran into reception, rang Brian. Brian was in Lanzarote in the beer. I said, what's the crack, man? So he goes, oh, yeah, just see what you can do. So I went in anyway, and whatever happened when Brian was changing the name onto Hermanus, he left a note in the book and saying because of cancellations, he can't sail. So only that was on file was the only reason they could change me onto the sailing.
Fuck off.
Eventually got across, done the boat trip, started driving. That was grand, and got a fucking blowout then.
Oh, no.
So I was, after driving all night long, done whatever I had done. I had 5 hours left to go. I was thinking, grand, you know, nearly there. Next thing, boom, this fucking thing blows in the motorway. I was like, oh, you're joking. So I was like, this black dark pulled in. It was after passing a service, a slip road a kilometre back. I remember it was a kilometre because after looking on the good maps, thinking the next service I'll stop for petrol, and I could see the lights of it and everything. I was like, how am I going to get back here now? And motorway was black dark, so I said, fuck it, you know, do a U-E. So done a U-E in the fucking motorway, just back up the wrong way, down the slip road and into the service station. So I was telling people
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I was telling people this when I was over there, the crack happened. They were like, if you were caught, Mac, when he said you would have been arrested, they would have bet the shite out of you. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, he said, you can't even pull in the side of a motorway, he says, without getting in bother over here. And I was like, oh no. But that was grand.
Holy shit.
Got the fucking jacked her up, took out, had the pry bar to get the wheel off. Started at it, next thing it snapped in my hand.
Oh, fucking hell.
So then I had to open up the back of the lorry, get the toolbox out, root it out, got the wheel off, got the spare on, let it down, and it jammed the jack. The fucking thing was flat.
I don't believe you, lad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I hunted this service station. There was no sign of any pumps anywhere. Went over to a lorry driver and he just shouted at me in Spanish. Nothing that got to do with it. So
Go away.
Yeah, so end up what happened was this fella pulled up behind me then in a car, and I went on Google Translate, have you pump for a wheel? And he had a plug-in cigarette one, so I got it up to I think 15 psi, and I limped it up to the next service station, got her pumped up, and finally down to the hotel then.
Holy divine.
I would have started
lad.
crying at the side
Yeah,
road
yeah.
and burnt the gun out.
Between the storm and then obviously the wrong name of the booking and then all the shit in between that.
Yeah.
Surely there was a party you kind of going, Jez, maybe I'm not meant to go over here. Like, you know what I
you would
mean?
have thought that, yeah. Like,
Holy fuck.
Drove all night, drove the full 19 hours without sleep, got there because we were on track in the morning, like, you know, so I had to get there. So no, it was good. I got there and in the end got the lorry unloaded and on track then in the morning.
Okay. And then you had some wild weather over there too. I remember one of the days it was seriously windy and all, wasn't it?
Yeah. We had a really windy day there as well, which sort of hampered, you know, I done a half day. It wasn't worth it with the wind, and it was the first test too at that stage as well. So we had a lot still to go. So we called it early. But yeah, we had a bit of mixed weather. There was 1 or 2 wet days, but no, nothing major.
Nothing major, yeah. And Jez is well worth doing all the same though.
No, because you got a grand colour, bud.
Yeah. Looked lovely, yeah.
You were lying out sunning yourself anyway.
And come here, so going for, so obviously that stood to you, you know. You've obviously the confidence is built now. You have a good bike under you, you have a great team behind you the whole way. You've got obviously great sponsors and the whole lot. What's the plan? So you're heading up to Cookstown. Obviously, like, it's not your first time to do Cookstown. You spoke about the results you were able to achieve in less than ideal conditions. Let's just say it that way. So what are we aiming for here with Cookstown? What's the plan like?
Yeah, well, you know, going into year 3 in Cookstown and being so close to a podium last year, I want nothing less than a podium this year. You know, I want to come away with a bit of silverware, and I think, you know, I've earned my stripes now 3 years there. It's not a woeful hard track to learn. You know, I think with the pace we can run last year and more testing this year and more track knowledge, I don't see why not. We can't stand on the podium at some stage of the weekend.
So one of the big things there, I suppose, just we had a chat here last week, and some of the technical stuff that happened with you. You got a tyre that you shouldn't have got or something, wasn't that it? Yeah.
Yeah, so last season when we were buying our tyres for TT, we obviously buy them beforehand, and
So you have to buy all your tyres beforehand, like,
just
realistically,
basically, it's because they're so... Ernie Coates sells them at the track, so basically because there's so much need to be brought over, you sort of just pre-order your tyre, so your he has what you want, so he doesn't come without, or, you know, sort of way. So just to make sure you have, sometimes you just over order, and then if you don't use them you give it back on credit or whatever, you know. So he actually gave us a 185, which was a development tyre at the time, in development with Dunlop, and seemingly apparently the word was Hickey and Dunlop had them all bought, and Ernie came over and he said, look, we gave you a wrong one, you know, we gave you a 185 that you weren't supposed to get that. And I was like, oh, right, well, if I wasn't supposed to, why not? And he goes, because they're all sold Dunlop and Nicky have them all got. And I was like, and have we paid for it? And he said, yeah, it's paid for it. And I said, I'm not giving it back then.
Dead right.
Dead fucking right.
Dead right. Come up over that, yeah. Good man.
So like my head was, if them boys have them swiped, they're obviously good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to try it then at TT, and I didn't want to try it for the rest of the season just because it was a new tire. I was already comfortable on what I had. I wanted to make sure that I got the best of what I had at the time. So yeah, basically we run a 190/60, what is normal on the 600, and these are a 185/70. So they're narrower and taller.
Yeah. So they lean in the back quicker, aren't they?
Lean in quicker, turn quicker. So I didn't know what way that would work on the road or what way it'd feel, so that's why I didn't chance it. So yeah, we used it this time in testing, and I used the last test actually when I was up to speed and everything was feeling good and I felt good in the 600, and we stuck it in, and yeah, immediately the second lap in, I think I matched my fastest lap there on the 600, and by the end of the session I ended up going half a second quicker than, or point, what was it, half second or point?
I think it's a 0.6. It was a
0.6, yeah, just over half second quicker a lap.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Now,
amazing, isn't it?
now we know what the boys do we up there.
Well, at that level,
know,
lads,
Chaz
it's
changed a lot
tenths
of
of a
players in your
second
bank in the
here,
morning.
tenths of a second there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Like, you know, the first thing I noticed straight away was through the fast chicane out the back where you run the two curbs in Cartagena and just try and get it through, but it just turned so much easier, and likes of turning in some of the corners actually deliberately turned in a little later because it was turning in so fast, you know, sort of way. So
that chicane, the northwest, that's where that's going to be, because that is like, you see how tight lads have to cut that you know, to tip it in and then tip it back out.
exactly,
man.
so it's going to work good there, and the likes of TT through the faster sections where you're on the gas and you need that little bit more of a pitch to the front to try and get her turned. The 185 should be a little bit taller and it's narrower, or a little bit narrower. I think it's
taller, like,
so
yeah,
it should
yeah.
turn quicker as well.
Going to get on my bike's done with them now.
You walk, there's none left. Have you got a few of them? Like, have you got enough to see out or what?
Yeah, so Stevie, the mechanic, then he done the maths of what we're going to need, and he gave Keith the number, and he said, "Look, go quick order them." So these work.
So that was one aspect that we were talking about, but then the other aspect, then I think that's just with the technical head on you, was the development on the testing of shifting the power curve on different gears and all that type of stuff. I think that was very interesting. I love all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that was on the Fireblade. So still, you know, when I got the Fireblade, the TT, I said to the boys, look, we'll just get her working and we'll just go with it. You know, we won't change too much. We'll test it when we get a chance. Just make sure this bike just works, stops and drives, and that'll be it. So that's what we done at TT, and I even turned the split throttle bodies off because I wasn't used to them and I didn't want to try and learn them around the TT. Okay. So yeah, we end up coming away then from TT, and I was talking to Dean Harrison, then actually the Southern 100, and I asked him, does he run splits or how does he run them? Because you can run them, I think it's called full splits, half splits, and then like an intermediate split. I don't know how that works, or no split. So he said, no, we run fulls everywhere. And I was like, right, well, the factory Hyundai run fulls it is. So we stuck them back in, and I end up from not liking them to really, really liking them now. So I use full splits all the time. Basically, split throttle bodies picks it up nearly cylinder by cylinder, I think, by the revs. So,
holy shit, go away.
So I think it cuts from 4 to 2 and then jumps from 2, 3, 4.
Holy shit, right?
So you can actually hear it. So I think I have a video of me coming around the Craig, and you can hear it. I'll send it to you if you want to stick it up somewhere.
Definitely,
so people
yeah.
can hear the noise. You can hear the crack of the throttle, and there's like a grrr, and then it picks up and it burp.
Savage.
It is mad.
That's
like,
class, lad.
So I started using the splits then, but then I didn't want to change too much more till we got testing on a circuit, because I don't like trying new things on a road that are really new. Just because, you know, I just like staying.
You don't have a runoff area.
No, basically that's it in a nutshell. So we got to Armagh then, and sure, it rained that weekend, and we put what we thought was the wet map into the Fireblade, and sure, the minute I touched the gas, it was spinning. It was hitting the limiter from first to sixth instantly. So you were just throwing gears, just flying to the limiter.
Couldn't get traction down the top.
No, so then when we brought it in and like that, got to actually Alton Park to plug it in and try a few things, we realised the wet map was basically a dry map with a wet fucking writing on it. It was 100% power in all gears with zero traction in every gear.
Right.
The complete opposite of what you want. Yeah.
That's where you need the detailer, right?
But it just goes to show, and it's easy. You know, I remember one of the what's the two English chaps that the race
That doesn't-
twin brothers. One was race, two of them raced in Lowe's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I remember whichever one was riding in BSB, and he was riding for Suzuki at the time. And it's a bit like Formula One, where they have a map for the circuit, so you can be on the side of it, and you can just whack it open. It won't allow you; it'll give you so much power, and that's it.
Yeah.
But again, they had the wrong map in. So
Holy
he was
shit.
mid corner and it was coming on song when he didn't want it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
How easy it happens.
See, that's mad. Like what exactly as you said. Like for us, spectators looking at it, and you see all the lads with the laptops and all this, and you're thinking, like, what really are they doing?
Yeah,
like, that's what they're. That's how fine.
Yeah.
Especially obviously when you go up to the likes of fucking World Superbikes.
They're looking at porn.
And you go to MotoGP and stuff.
Well, the other thing that was, again, I think it was interesting as well, was the fact that you can maybe elaborate a bit on that, is how you can move the power curve on different gears.
Yeah, so we
He's putting you under serious fucking pressure. You can tell him no.
This
Maybe
is
fucking
me. This
on.
is me. Well, why'd you do that now, Kevin? I drive him fucking mad.
Stevie you want.
Yeah. Well, no, I do that as well.
Remind me,
Oh, and Steve the same. Like, I think I leave him alone for. Then I go. And why'd you do that now? I love this stuff.
Yeah.
I think you're one out there, Tony's calling you. Oh, she is. She's weird. Yeah, Tony. Yeah. Sabana.
Anyway, Kevin was saying, just explain to that to people, yeah?
Yeah. So testing, we were trying a few different bits with the Fireblade, different settings and different stuff through the maps and that. But then at the end of the test, then when we sort of got up to speed and comfortable with it too, Stevie said, "Look, you want to try anything else?" And I said, like, it's still sort of new to me. So he's like, "What do you want to try?" And he said, "Well, what can we try?" And he said, "Do you want to try different powers through different gears?" And I was like, "Great." And one thing that I was noticing was, coming out second when I was kicking third around the fast stuff, when I was trying to drive hard, I was spinning real early in third and having to click fourth in areas, trying to keep her tame down. And second, sometimes was a bit peaky out of some of the faster second gear corners. If you like, when you picked her up, it was too snatchy. So we end up playing with the power then. So like we reduced power in third, and that was allowing the power to come in a little bit smoother in third, so I wasn't getting that initial spin too early. I was more through the corner before I started spinning, and I was able to hold third instead of going fourth, and then give myself 2 gear changes back. And it ended up then that we could play around with that a little bit. We was able to give more power on fourth then, because I needed it in different areas. So yeah, it was interesting to see that side of it too, and play around with gear curves. And
so it's all about, like, at the end of the day, I suppose, no matter what way ultimately you want maximum acceleration, like as quick acceleration as you can, but it needs to be smooth. Like, it needs to be,
so basically, you want to get to 100% throttle as fast as you can, but you want the bike to do it in a progressive manner, sort of way. So like, we have the bike working. As I said to Stevie before we left test, it's working really well now from second, third, fourth, and fifth, sixth just does this thing because you're already up and going that stage. But I think when we get to likes of Cookstown now, or Northwest, or any other road race, we use first gear a lot on the roads coming to the road ends, So I think we might have to play around with that maybe. So maybe reduce the mid-range power in first, give it a little bit more in second, and then maybe go full throttle in third, because you're already up and gone, where I have a little bit out of third now, a little bit out of second, and first is just as is. So we might have to alter that a little bit, where you're not running the edge of the tire too much in third gear on a road race, where it's all sort of first second stuff, is where you want the power to be smoother on the road.
When you're taking off on any of the course, are you like, this will tell you now how little I know about, but is it first gear takeoff, or like, are you always on a first gear takeoff?
No, third.
No, when you're on a motocross bike for you're in second gear taking off.
Yeah, more
90% of the time, because it'll just stand up and it's fucking end, like.
Right.
No, it's first all time for us in the roads. So like, you just drag the clutch in first an hour, but a lot of like the R6 hasn't got it now, but the Fireblade has, and a lot of the new big bikes have, is the launch control, so but that only works in first, and when you hit second, then it cuts your launch down and you're driving, sort of way. So
So because you would hear, like, if for people that I suppose don't really realize what they're doing, you hear all these riders taking off, and you're there like, he is riding the clutch out. You can hear that. Whoa, you know, and he's still kind of holding the clutch as he's going. Like, that's obviously so it doesn't stand on its fucking end. Like,
yeah. Where like the new big bikes, like it sounds like you're banging off the limiter, but what it is when you click launch, your limiter comes down from maybe 16 down to 10,000. So I have my launch control set at 10.5, so it bangs on 10.5, and until the bike. So basically what you do is just hold it in 10.5. So I have the throttle 100% on. It's banging on 10.5. Same again. You don't just drop the clutch. You feed it out, but you can get it out quicker.
Yeah.
And the bike drives as fast as it can until it keeps the front wheel on the ground, so everything's working, so it's driving straight till it gets up to 10.5, and then launch cuts out, and you go a second, and it's just driving, you know.
The Lord, Jesus Christ. So so it'll hold it to 10.5 until you let out that clutch.
Yeah, so it'll hold it at 10.5 until the bike's up to speed of 10.5, until it drives past 10.5.
Okay.
Then,
fair enough. Yeah, because obviously when you let out the clutch, your revs is going to drop down from 10.5.
So basically it keeps it banging at 10.5, so it keeps it driving hard until it gets to 10.5, and then it goes past launch cuts out, you go a second, and then it's it. You know, anti-wheelie never works on launch control.
Savage.
I said last year it was what was it? Tandy was Dunlop and Sweeney.
Yeah.
But when you say when they turned right onto the start finish, and you watched Dunlop onto Ducati, he just had it pinned.
Yeah.
And for about 300 yards, the whole length of the start finish, his front tyre was about 6 inches off the ground.
Go away.
Do you know what I mean? And just constantly had it dialed in. Again, I'm just guessing on the power. That was just sitting there, probably in second gear. And he, and I watched him and his bike was just, you could see it rising up to about 2 foot, and you could see him just twitching off the power, just dropping the front to get the front down and get going. Do you know what I mean?
And what was that, on the 600 or on the?
I think that was probably under big bikes, was it?
Yeah, the big bikes,
yeah. Yeah, the Beamers.
Dunlop just came around and just had it pinned, and that bike just sat there about the front wheel about 6 inches off the ground, the whole length of that straight.
So what way would he have that set up? Does he doesn't have anti-wheelie on that then, does he? Or
on his Beamer, he'd have all that. Like the Beamer's electronics is a little bit more advanced than the Honda stock electronics, but it works the same way basically.
But it will actually let the wheel up off the ground.
Oh yeah. But
sure. Watch when I'm out in the K8 there and I'm giving her the juice there, and you see her hovering there for a while. And the big flame coming out and lighting your fag behind me.
Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, back to you, Kevin. So it will actually lift the wheel.
Yeah. So you can set your anti-wheelie and all that sort of way to work. And the likes of Dunlops now, if he has a stocker and he has a superbike, obviously with the superbike electronics, you can basically map it for everything. It's mapped off GPS. You could set if your electronics guy is good enough, he can do it for every corner, every bump in the road nearly.
Jesus,
Alex Lowes. He knows that bike knows where it is on the track and what corner it's in. And what it's entering the corner, coming out of the corner, the whole lot.
That's serious, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Serious.
The other side of that is it's Dunlop has it doing that. You know what I mean? Like you put anyone on it and they might know how to talk
but it's
about
knowledge, isn't it? It's the knowledge to be able to dial in that, and then the feedback from the rider, and understanding. Well, I need this power, this extra power here, less power there. That's at that level. That's what you're at.
Absolutely.
That just goes to show Dunlop's phenomenal. You can see his bike is never our place around the TT. How well he has that dialed in, and that's how he's doing the lap times. Obviously, he's riding hard as well. It's
100%. And then the legacy, again, as the legacy and what he's grown up in, and he's surrounded himself with people, all his life that are eat, drink, and sleep it.
Absolutely,
so he's obviously been lucky, I suppose, in a lot of ways to have that kind of exposure to that, and that's not to take a thing away from the man. It's pure hard work, dedication, and skill, everything that he has, 100%. But so we're talking. So the aim is for Cooks now, or the goal, or what you'd like to happen is you're hoping for a podium.
I'd love a podium. Yeah.
What class are you doing in Cookstown?
So we're doing the Super Sport, Super Bike, and then the Open at the end.
The Open then at the end. Okay. When are we going out in the Super Twin?
So the Super Twin, that'll be coming out first for the Northwest.
Can we talk about where that came from and how that happened?
Basically,
who owned the bike? Well, I know, but to tell people who owned that bike
Tony
last
Moore.
No, I wish. So where the original this came from? This is interesting.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was John O'Connell and Fiona O'Connell, the kid I've been helping and sort of giving a bit of mentoring to and a bit of training here and there, but he's been riding the R7 last year, a sport bike R7, which is sport bike is BSB rules, the restricted revs just to make everything an even playing field. And
So just cutting in front of you there, right? So when people think super twin,
yeah,
a lot of people are thinking, a lot of people
It's
do
two
mix this
bikes.
up. No. Super twin is not a V twin. You know what I mean? So long I presume it's provided it's a twin cylinder bike
twin cylinder, yeah.
of any. So because obviously a lot of them would have been like said the SVs and the ER6s and stuff
they were
like
the
that.
popular ones,
They
yeah.
were the popular ones
Yeah.
as well. But now obviously with the Yamaha R7 is a twin cylinder bike like.
Yeah, you have the Yamaha R7 out of the Aprilia RS660.
Yeah.
Suzuki have brought out another new one.
Have they, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the
GS
8?
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
800, yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose the question is, but where did the boys get the bike? That's what I'm coming.
Yeah, so there's that one, and the one I'd be riding is actually the sport bike one, because this year at TT in Northwest, they're following suit for 2027 to be BSB rules, which is sport bikes. But so Fionn and John, they bought actually Michael Rutter's TT bike from last year. So Fionn's going to be riding the Rutter bike in the Mondello Masters and doing his championship, and I'll be riding his last year's sport bike then for TT in Northwest. So it should be proven to be a good bike. It has the package. It's fast and PSP and
Tough class.
going to
Probably
be a tough
one
class.
of the tougher classes to be
Yeah,
fair.
it's going to be a tough class, but I think what the Northwest and the TT are doing is going the right way. It's sort of going to take the who's the bigger pocket out of the Super Twins following BSB rules, because it is going to be down to a rider ability now with the restricted revs and the restrictions. I think everything has to be in a certain allocation of so many revs and so many horsepower. You can't buy your horsepower anymore.
Yeah,
so the
well, that's
sport
fair.
bike- yeah,
It's giving every man a chance then.
But
you know.
is,
I
yeah,
think
because
just starting with the boys with the sidecar, with the sidecar and that discussion with the lads, it's the same thing. They're going to start restricting the engine, but now the art is going back to what he said about the power curve on the car. You know, I need more power coming out of this corner here.
Yep.
So it's back to electronics now, really, isn't it?
Well, not really. Well, you can play with your electronics, but more down to, I think, if it's going to be that level of a playing field, who can set the bike up the best. You know,
Well, yeah,
who
that's
what I
who
mean,
can
like, yeah.
get
Because-
the most out of the package.
Yeah. Because in fairness, for the past, but all you have to do is look at it. So you have a couple of big players. You've got Ryan Farquhar's kind of bikes were always, very hard to get. They were always very well put together. For a lot of times, with kind of the R6s and the Super Twin category, they are very temperamental. And then you're trying to get over like 100 horsepower of an engine that was designed for maybe 70, was it? Or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's crazy too.
Yeah,
And then they had the
patents.
patents then as well, which were mega.
The patents, exactly, which were mega bucks. And they were the big contender for the past couple of
I
years.
think they
like.
were in excess of like 60, 70 grand, aren't they? Different patents. But
Yeah.
so I think this year is going to be what they're doing to introduce the class, so people who had their Super Twins bought and ready and going aren't hit with a big shit in the fan, basically. So TT and Northwest have done, I think they're putting a 2-bike class in, so it's going to be the Super Twin class and the the sport bike class. So it'll be two races in the one race, basically.
Okay.
So
So basically, Kevin, bottom line is, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's down to the rider.
Well, it levels the field.
Yeah.
It levels the
Well,
field.
it does.
Absolutely,
And that's fair. That's absolutely, I think that's brilliant.
I think it's going to make
Because
a
it
good
gives
racing.
any young
Yeah,
lad
yeah.
that's even going to start off now at that crack say, well, he knows he doesn't have to be having millions behind him, where he can just buy a bike and get going.
Exactly, like you were saying about Farquhar's bikes or the ER6s, trying to push so much power out of an engine that could only brought out of a workshop to do 60 horsepower, and the bike's trying to achieve 100. The likes of the R7 now is coming out of Yamaha with, I think it's like 13 or 14,000 revs, but with the restrictions in sport bike, the revs are limited to 10.5. You know, so you're not revving the tits off
No.
it.
Yeah.
You're actually not tuning the engine at all. So you've no engine bill.
No.
You've less maintenance because you're only revving 10.5 now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
the higher you stress an engine, the more unreliable it becomes.
Tony, all you used to have to do was look at any of it. Do you know, when you'd look at any of the racing, on the Super Twin racing, the amount of retirees out there was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, you've gone on next thing, a bang, a clatter of smoke.
There's
Oh,
smoke
that-
everywhere.
that joke's gone. Do you
But
know what I
even-
mean?
Yeah.
I think it's even going the same way now in super sport, the next generation. Yeah, there's a lot of quibbling and crying saying that, you know, it's not a super sport bike anymore. They're all 800s and 900s, you know, and 750s with Gixxers. But like so the R6
It's
is
the
there that
second
were
gen
on-
stuff now, is it?
Yeah, the next gen. So,
yeah,
like, you know, the R6s, they're tuned to the balls, you know what I mean? They're ticking time bombs where you put the likes of the Gixxer 750 out now, or the new Panigale, or the
Yeah,
new
the
Triumphs,
V2s, yeah.
the new Triumph 765s. They're all the same as the sport bikes now. They're reduced in revs and they're not able to use the maximum horsepower. So
Yeah.
the longevity of engines and the cost of essentially a maintenance bill is completely cut off, you know?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
so-
The availability of them too, like, because I can imagine a lot of these, like, as we said before, these super twins over 100, you know, plus brake horsepower, they're like hen's teeth, like.
Yeah.
And then, in fairness, a lot of lads, and there is a couple lads out there, like, as we said, like the likes of Ryan Farquhar and a few, they're just absolute geniuses. But these boys are getting thin on the ground too, like, so you have to diversify a bit. But like, as we said, like the Triumph 765 there, teach you, like, and like you can buy one of them, you know, you can buy one of them new for whatever, but there's a shitload of stuff on them.
Yeah.
Already,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know?
they're a really good package where, like, you know, you're buying your bike now, then you have your electronics, I think, for the likes of that, which we had to put in the R6 this year. They wouldn't let us run Motec for TT this year. We have to run the solo stuff, but like that's $6,000, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Big money.
that was
Yeah,
another
yeah.
bill we had this year for no reason. But like, you put your electronics on, set internals in the forks, a new shock, a pipe, and you're ready to go racing basically on the Triumph or something like that. Where the R6, you know, it's same thing. You put your electronics in, fork, shock, exhaust, but then you also have to put another 7 or 8 grand into your engine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big money, boys. Big fucking
know.
money. Yeah,
And then-
absolutely. Yeah.
The likes of the Triumphs and that, you're less of a risk of blowing, where the R6 has gone from being a 120 brake bike to 140 brake. It's 20 more on top of it, and she's screaming the full clock too. So
that's why they were blowing so
you
much.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Exactly.
running-
Daily Man is a fair length of a track. Like, it's almost like an endurance race for York that's absolutely screaming its tits off for whatever length of fucking miles, you know, the TT course is. It's a recipe for fucking disaster. Like, really, you know what I mean? It is like, at the end of the day, it's very fucking hardening, you know? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see it now. I'll tell you, definitely Cookstown, I was kind of him and Han. Cookstown's on in 2 weeks' time, isn't it?
Yeah, 24th and 25th.
Fuck am I going
That's
now?
fucking what I was saying last night. Remember, I kept saying, there's something by the 24th. The 24th, there's something in my head, and I couldn't think. Now you're after reminding me. That's why it is Cookstown.
No, you have to get that procedure done.
What
Yeah.
fucking disease?
That mole in your arse. Oh, we won't talk about
You don't fuck off.
that grow, your third nipple. No, we won't talk about that. So then after Cookstown, what's the plan then after that? Where are we heading after that?
After Cookstown, then we're up to the North Coast, then up for Northwest 200, and the week up there. Hopefully, we get the sunshine again.
We've the accommodation booked in the whole
We've
now.
the house booked and all. We're
Right,
going to
we're
rock it.
rocking out.
Plan heavy
They'll
up
see
there.
the Kildare boys then.
Exactly, up there, boys,
I
I'll tell you,
tell ya.
it'll never be on Airbnb again. But anyway,
You see
yeah,
a big
that's
ray
going
up
to be something
on the
else.
fucking television and everything, the video. Them Kildare boys are not welcome up here anymore.
I think with the look, and it's no one's fault. I mean, just that's racing. But I mean, with the issues that would happen with the R1 last year, I think, you know, just to get a clean run at it.
Yeah, so like, you know,
I
this would be
think-
my third year at Northwest, and I've never rid a big bike around it yet. You know, I've the
Honest as fuck,
first year
yeah.
we got there, we had the electronic problem where the bike kept cutting out. So obviously I couldn't get a full lap without the bike cutting out for some reason. So that stopped our first year superbike ride there. We were the 600. Second year we went there and blew the engine and the big bike in qualifying. So yeah, didn't get a full run on a big bike yet. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to actually being
What was it? The first year, was it a Lanile pressure switch or a kill switch?
on-
or
it was-
something?
actually a kill switch, man.
Kill
Did a
switch,
little
yeah.
toggle switch on the dash.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
we checked IMUs, we checked the looms. There was seemingly a rumor then that our battery sits on top of the IMU, so the battery could have been loose and tapping the IMU, which gave the bike's brain a sense that it crashed. Because
Holy
IMU
shit.
is like a tilt sensor, left,
Yeah.
right, forward, back, basically, and so we.
Cookstown, you were actually leading the race, wasn't it, when that
Yeah, I
happened?
was
I mean,
leading,
Jesus.
come over the jump out the back, and when I landed, she just cut out. The boys all behind me. I was like, fuck's sake. So,
Oh,
yeah,
What was that? That was on the Yamaha. Was
Yeah.
It? Ah, yeah, but don't worry, buddy. You're on Honda this year. You're
forget about them Yamaha.
Yeah, forget about them Yamas.
So no, looking forward this year. Hopefully, we can say I've rid of Superbike race at Northwest 200. You know.
Yeah. Well, you're a few years going at it now. It's about time to be there. You know
Well, you know what to do with the track anyway. That's the main. You know which way it goes.
know which way it goes. Yeah. So
it's just one big fucking triangle. What more? Is there?
Yeah.
3 straights, 3 corners.
That's simple as that, flat out. But we were up on last year. It was fucking savage crack, boys, and nothing better. I swear, there's something there. Obviously, like, you know, when you one of our own is up there racing and you're seeing them, it just adds a whole other fucking element to it. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to say. Just as on that subject, obviously, Derek, we've got the supporters club package there now, like, which we mentioned in one of the podcasts before. But like that, for €70, I swear to God, it is. I'll put it to you this way: if you're someone that's kind of on the fence and you're not even really big into motorbike racing, I guarantee you, if you join the sports club, you'll be obsessed with it.
Yeah,
because you know what I mean. You're getting the insights. You can follow all the updates. You get the behind the scenes stuff. You know, it'll be the best €70 you've ever spent. It feels like you then become part of it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, you're not just a spectator.
I was laying in the bed there few nights and
where's this going?
Where's this going? Holy Jesus!
No. Kevin didn't send me the link for Pornhub. No.
Oh, no,
This is not his OnlyFans account we're talking about now. This
I know, but when you were over practicing in Spain and all,
Yeah.
all the
Savage.
videos, and you see, my relax is when I go down to my room and I'm sitting there and then just
pull one out and enjoy it.
yeah.
whip it out.
I do hear the wife walking down the hall, didn't have to stop.
But even like what we've been talking about there now in the podcast, you know, all the trials and tribulations behind the scenes of to get that bike on and the rider onto the circuit. You know, it's just not.
No, my missus, like as Charlie says, I'd be the same. You know, and I'd be. You're flat out all day, every day. You don't get a chance to be scrolling through phone. So you get into bed, next thing you're flicking through, you know, you're catching up on everything. And the next thing, I don't know what this does happen, but the next thing I hear is the bowl eating their reaction. She's trying to sleep. Next thing, well, how's it going? So we're here not. And next thing, Debbie's like, if you don't fucking turn Kevin Keys off, I swear to God. So she felt like she was kind of living with you there for a while. I know that. But
it is brilliant,
it's
though.
the best.
It's fucking brilliant.
100%. It's that. You then become
part of the team,
you do, exactly. You're a part of the team. You're vested in it.
Yes.
And then you see what's going on up in the Northwest, and then you're going to be going, yes, but I sure have to go to it now. You know what I mean? It is. It'll be the best
brilliant.
€70 you will ever fucking spend. You know what I mean? Get behind it. And
because I don't really think. I think you are actually really one
just
of the
I
first.
suppose for people
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so Keith and Brian are obviously trying to see, like, you know, getting sponsors. The sponsors are hard got, so like it was a new thing to bring everybody into sort of helping the team that want, because a lot of people like want to buy merch and help the team out, and in a small way people can get involved now, you know. So I think the package is a hat, a t-shirt, sticker pack, I think, and then you're into a WhatsApp group for the team then. So literally, like, I think only last week he posted in stuff about the new awning that came for the lorry. So literally he's going to update everyone and everything's happening inside the team.
That's
and,
class.
You know, videos throughout the weekend of what's going on inside the awning and pit lane stuff, and hopefully parfum stuff and run a podium.
Honest to God, mate. You'll literally be able to taste the champagne. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, I think it's important. Like, you know, even this year, like I done it for all my own personal sponsors. Like you are in a group chat I've made for, and
we love it. Yeah.
Like, it's just, I think it's important to stay interactive with people, because, you know, like you lads and Tony and everything and the rest of my sponsors put a lot of their time and effort in to help me and support me in this journey. So, like, to keep you in the loop of everything that's going on is only right, you know. So
what you said, it's good. Like, you feel involved.
You do feel involved, 100%. Herself, maybe not so much. She could probably give up on it.
But when you are sort of, as Kevin says, added into it and you're getting all the info, you do feel, and then you want to sort of do more to help. Because you see how he's coming on and everything. So it gives you a drive that, you know. Well,
like I said, it's already, even just chatting on this podcast now, I'm just buzzing for
the juices are flowing
for Cookstown. Yeah. I'm just 100%. Really.
Oh, well, I'm getting tugged out in a few minutes. I'm going for a run on the road.
I'm going to fucking race into myself. Kieran, give me the keys to that fucking Harley.
I'm telling you.
No, it is.
Oh, fucking no. I've no petrol.
You won't get anything there anyway. That's the search, yeah.
That's what the group is for, is to get petrol for the tank. For the bike to go around and all that.
Exactly, yeah. So Northwest, that's going to be. When do you actually rock up? When do you you get out on the Thursday.
Yeah.
No, the newcomers go.
I think I think it's like a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's
yeah.
the way it is up
They
there.
bring
so.
they bring the newcomers up the weekend before, or a couple of weeks before, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the newcomers have been up there and done their newcomer weekend. They sort of looked around and going around the bus and done their classroom stuff. It's quite a good process for a newcomer. It's good and safe. They give all the introductions to bring a lot of the big name riders to that event to let them know their insights on what they found different on the roads and stuff. So it was good,
Yeah.
good weekend for newcomers. That
Steve Plater, one of the ones that goes around with
yeah,
you,
Steve Plater was the year I done it, and I think he actually done it this year as well as Glenn Irwin. So they bring Glenn in. Glenn's an ambassador now, I think, for Northwest.
And he's back for the Northwest as well, isn't that right?
Yeah, he's back this year too. Yeah, I was talking to him. It was in his contract this year, so yeah, he's signed. He's going back again for Northwest. And
I thought he was done. That chapter of his life was finished. But
he done that big video, and I thought that was Glenn finishing the roads. But no,
definitely not. No,
it's a bug that's bitten hard.
I mean,
I just as we were talking there, and we were just mentioning Steve Plater. Like, so I've been watching Steve Plater for years, and another. Absolutely, he is. He's brilliant. But I just takes me back. I'm not exactly sure the year. Maybe it was 2003 or 4. Maybe I'm not too sure. But it was a battle for the Northwest Superbike. Himself and Michael Rotter.
Oh, that was in the Paget's bike, was it?
Was it Pageant's bike? Yeah, he was on Pageant's bike. I wasn't. Rotter was on the HM Plan Honda. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man, it was just phenomenal. But I remember looking at back then, and he was such a fucking talent. He was absolutely brilliant. Michael Rotter, he was interviewed at the start before the race, and though he's real droll, like, he's just sitting there and he talks through his nose. He says, "Oh, every year I'm wondering what I'm doing here." And you think this laddie gets hard to throw his leg over a bike, like, and by the Lord Jesus, when he was on it, like, it was absolutely unbelievable. But the Northwest 200 man with Steve Plater, he's a fair man. Sorry, that's what the point I was getting at. So I remember looking at. I've been following Steve Plater for a long time, and every that's into the race and of any shape, form will know of him. But I remember last year, I think, at a press conference, and it was one of those just moments where they were talking about, it could have even been for the Isle of Man or it could have been the Northwest, and he was asking about, they were talking about newcomers and riders to watch. I remember watching it live on TV, and I remember Steve Plater going, Kevin Keys is a man to be watching. I swear to God, hand on heart.
Right,
I remember him saying it. He says, there's a young rider there. He says, Kevin Keys is a man you're going to be watching for. And I was like, fucking go on, Kevin.
go on, the Kev.
Go on, Kevin. Don't be black
Well, it must be class to hear stuff like that.
It is, and I'm lucky enough I can speak to Steve on a personal level too. I actually have his phone number there, and he's a really, really good guy, is Steve Plater. He's super helpful, and even when I was in BSB, he helped me there a little bit. And anytime I'm going to a road or a TT or the Northwest, I was able to go to Steve and ask him advice on it, So he's a really, really good lad, Steve.
But that's what it should be about.
Yeah, he's so approachable.
I can't get with half of these riders that won't talk or give you a bit of help out. It's like the begrudging in case you fucking bait them. You know what I mean? Like,
you get that in Formula 1 with the cars. You're very cutthroat.
But there's no need for it.
BSB is a bit like that. Not against the boys, but they're there to do a job.
Yeah. Short circuit in general,
but
it's probably a bit more like that.
I think
the roads is different.
The roads is different.
Yeah, it is. The roads is a very friendly atmosphere. It's very family oriented, and I think everyone knows the risks of what can happen, but everyone respects that, and just everyone respects each other. And I think it's a good knit community. Like, I love it. Like, it's exactly what details me is having basically friends and family to go racing with, and literally everyone's a friend.
Absolutely.
Sponsors not answering questions. I might you do that. Annoying you. But anyway.
Well, speak for your fucking self. Come here then. So obviously that'll be Cookstown. Then obviously you want the 3 podiums at the Northwest. Then a couple of weeks after that, the slightly thing. What's that thing you go over out in the middle of the sea there?
Tomorrow.
Oh, the Isle of Wight.
The Aran Islands or the Isle of Man.
That's it, the Isle of Man. Just getting the islands mixed up.
I was Inishmore. No, Aran. So Isle of Man, what's the story?
Back to TT this year again. So I can't wait to get back again, to be honest. Really looking forward to it. We had a really good last year. Like I said, a lot of people approached it a complete different way than any other race, sort of treated it as a holiday, and actually just enjoyed riding a bike every evening. And lap times went up, and it was good. I ended up doing 125.6, I think, on the big bike, and I was hoping to try and get to a 126 if we got the senior to run, but we were cancelled with the wind that year. But
that's right. Yeah.
So no, we're looking forward. I was awarded the RST TT Star Tomorrow Award, and yeah, so a really good 25. I'd look to just build on that again in 26 now, and in the three classes again. Three classes, yeah. So we'll be going again: sport bike, super twin, super sport, super bike.
Savage.
So super stock as well. So 4 actually this year.
Jesus Christ, man! Yeah.
We'll be in all solo races. So.
But it's going to be, it's all track time, like, it is all track time, and at least it's the same course, like, so it's about, like, how well you can read that road, like.
Exactly, like, and as people always say to me, like, what's your approach? And it's just simply as just go out and just keep building with experience. I've never, so far up till now, I haven't done a lap time slower than my last one. So every time I've sat on the bike, I've went faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
That wasn't that wasn't from trying to go faster. That was literally just building knowledge and being able to hold the power on a little longer, rolling off a little bit later or braking a little later or just getting on the gas a bit earlier in places. So yeah, I'm going again with the same approach this year, treat it as another holiday, go over with the family every day before an evening session, maybe go to the beach or do something. Enjoy the whole experience of it and relax.
Absolutely, man, for sure. Yeah, it's very important.
My first year there I ruined it myself, to be honest. I went over and I panicked too much about it. I thought about everything too much. It's like every minute of my 2 weeks on the island, I was watching onboards or was doing something or I was driving laps. I never just took time away from it. And yeah, I just went out and felt pressured every time I sat on the bike, and I didn't like it, and
burning yourself out.
Basically, yeah. And riding a bike like an absolute fucking fanny, to be fair. I was tensed up to bits. I was coming in and my arms were hanging off me. I was sore, I was tired, but not from lack of being fit, just
being tense.
Just being tense, lack of relaxing on the bike. And so yeah, I went back basically this year to give myself clarity whether I liked it or not. I left last year thinking I'd never go back.
Yeah.
And then to come out with 2025 with a complete different look of it now, and absolutely fell in love with the place and just started to really enjoy riding my bike around the island. So yeah, going this year, hopefully to get up over the 125. I'd love to push on into maybe the 127 or something, and maybe the 600, we've done a 120 now, maybe get up to a 122 maybe, and the twin, I don't know what can be expected off that. I never rid one yet, so we'll just wait and see.
Exactly. Never rid
But
one
no matter
yet.
what,
Just, I'll give you one
lap after lap just builds up that knowledge, doesn't it?
Look, I'll give you one very important piece of advice when it comes to riding anything bike. Just ride it as hard as you can.
Like a stone.
Exactly. As if you were
mass.
late for mass, lad. Just keep her fucking late. Oh, holy fuck. And come here, obviously, you're thinking then, you mentioned earlier on, maybe a couple of wild cards into a bit of BSB and stuff. And obviously, I know we've got Armagh coming up as well this year.
Yeah, we've Armagh, we've Tandragee. I think we've the Mid-Antrim 150, isn't it? That's coming back.
Is that this year or next year?
What's Grand Prix next is
Ulster's next year.
Yeah, Mid-Antrim.
But all the stuff down south then as well.
What's the plans there? Have you officially? Do we know what we're doing calendar wise yet, or do you know races you will be at? Or
well, I just have provisional calendar. It's out at the minute, same as everyone else. So at the minute, my main goal is all the roads, north and south, and whatever goes in Isle of Man. There's TT Southern 100 as well over there, and there's the Manx. So we'll be hopefully on a ZX 750 in the Manx. Be announcing that shortly too. Hopefully with a team we'll be riding first. So.
ZX 750?
Yeah, for the classic Manx.
No way.
Yeah, the Formula.
Savage.
I think it's called a Formula 1, I think is what it's called.
I have a set of headlights at home for if you need them.
I get them obvious for the evening sessions.
That's the only thing I can give you. I think if I don't radiator there, we'll come you hole in but anyway.
So that's coming up as well. And then, yeah, hopefully we get ride back down south. That'd be a dream, to start riding again in front of your home people.
Oh man, that'd be the dream there for sure. So do you reckon, like, if Kells is all up and running, all guns blazing, you'll hit Kells?
Yeah, definitely go get out of Kells, support the club and get there and get a run out. I've never done it either, so Skerries, never done that either. I ain't done the sprint. They only get to see a mile of that place when we run the sprint. So yeah, get to Skerries. Yeah, we go down to Limerick there as well, and hopefully Walderstown.
Absolutely.
That was the very first road race. We had good success there, so I'd like to go back and capitalize on it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be on the podium in one of the feature races, the proper super sport race or the big biker, you know.
That would be fucking
Oh,
special,
look,
man.
it's son. It'll all come to you.
It will,
You know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
it will,
Just
100%, yeah.
When you're out there, I know. Look, every racer out there is pinning it and everything else. The only main thing is just stay safe.
That's all. Yeah. We're all just it's an enjoyment thing, you know. Just go and enjoy the bike, and you know, as I always say, that the race wins come very easy when you're fully relaxed and enjoying riding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
So-
man.
Which is probably the
100%.
hardest thing to do, is relax.
100%.
Oh, no, you have to. You have to be chilled.
But sometimes you just have to
Because-
take a step back and realise this is what you love doing. So
Yeah.
just love doing it. You know what I mean? And
Exactly. Either that or drink a bag of cans before you go. I'm only joking. We do not condone that in this podcast.
drink sensibly.
yeah. But no, look, I tell you, it's a hell of a year ahead. Like when you look at where we were even last year and worse again, like the year before, like there's a hell of a calendar there this year.
It's going to be amazing, you know. And then, like, you know, it's good to see the Mondello Masters coming back too, and
Absolutely.
hopefully that takes off for the Mondello Masters again. It brings another good year's race. You know, I think it's going to be a stacked grid again. I think Shields is back this year. You know, and
Yeah,
Superbike.
I was going to actually ask you that.
Yeah.
Because I seen something up on the Facebook about Derek Shields coming back.
Yeah.
Now, he's a good rider as well.
He's serious.
Oh,
He
he's
just
serious.
jumps on and
Unbelievable.
goes. He's a good rider, you know. And then you have Super Sport Grid there as well, which is going to be quite quick. You know, I think Oisin Maher, he was second to me last year in the championship, so he's going to be definitely there, one to watch. I think he could be a championship winner this year, and it'd be good to see too. But
Yeah.
just like to give a shout out to his dad as well. Actually, his dad had crashed off in the road there a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, and he's in hospital at the minute, so just give
Oh,
them
God.
a shout out. And I
Yeah,
think
big
there's a
shout out.
GoFundMe for Oisin and his father at the minute, and Ryan and that, to try and help the recovery. He's not looking good at the minute, so hopefully I'll come good.
God.
So.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, definitely. Jump over to his. Is he on sort of Facebook?
Yeah, I think Oisin Maher, he's on just look him up on Facebook or Instagram. The links are there. I think Bridger O'Grady has set up there, Emma O'Grady's mother. So yeah, no, it'd be good just to get behind him and help
Jesus,
the recovery
yeah.
for Willie. Yeah, so.
Speedy recovery to the man. Yeah, absolutely.
But,
Without doubt, yeah.
No, definitely. I think that the Masters is looking good, and then hopefully it progresses into 2027 then with another full years of roads and more of the Southerns back, and hopefully get a full grid again. And full calendar.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wouldn't it be grand, like, you know, like if you to know when you know, as soon as you get the Christmas and stuff over, but you know, like, you know, year on year, like, so you can focus on.
Yeah.
The thing you don't have to worry about is it going ahead. You need to be concentrating on bikes, tires, teams, calendars, events. Is the fucking thing going ahead?
But I think like the draw is there for it because it down south, because it's been gone so long.
Oh, yeah.
That I think, you know, you know, everyone and you look, I know it comes down to money, but look, go to it and support it. Put your hand in your pocket. Do you know what I mean? Don't be trying to get in for nothing. Go and run across the fields and all this type of stuff.
Yeah, that's
Like,
bollocks.
you'll always
Like,
have the naysayers. And like the effort behind the scenes, not just even with the teams, but like with the organisers of trying to get these things, you know, like they're the unsung heroes. I keep saying it; they are the unsung heroes that get no recognition.
It's a cheap day out. You know what I mean?
Of course it
is.
is.
You know,
Of course it is.
it's
You
full
know.
entertainment. I'm guaranteed if you're not into it, you're going to be into it before you go home.
Yeah.
You know,
But there's
and-
no point going down to it if you have the intentions of trying to jump a ditch and not paying, right?
No, exactly.
If you're going down to, and you're really into the road race and all, and you're going down to support it, pay your fucking
Support.
20 quid.
Ah, yeah,
I
of course,
wonder,
yeah.
like,
Look at
what
it,
do you
I
think,
think-
like up the north where now it's you have to pay online? Do you know what I mean? Is that one an option you should look at?
I don't know. Look, and I think, to be fair, I think the majority of, you know, motor
Yeah,
racing
but you have your
fans,
diehards who will look at all the racing and no
Yeah.
problem putting a hand in
Yeah,
the pocket.
yeah.
They see the value.
100%, 100%.
But you'll always get the cohort who will try everything and anything not to.
Yeah.
The boys from Chiavan. No, that's terrible. Jesus Christ. I can't
That's
stop saying
scandalous
stuff like
over
that.
you, and they're
Sorry,
shocking nice
sorry.
fellas
The
up
Aaron
there.
will tell you there's and dead sound.
Just me and Baz.
That's mean.
Brendan just opened his mouth to change feet. But when you're putting it,
No, come here. What's the off season? What's the? Are you doing a lot of training at the minute? What's that looking like?
Yeah, we've been busy. Obviously, with testing and training away and stuff. Yeah, we put a lot of effort in. I think I've come, not that I had too much to lose, but I think we're down 7 kilo compared to my TT weight last year, and I'm expecting to go back up 40. You know, because we start training a little bit different and done a lot of running and stuff. So yeah, no, I've been training hard. Like you know, the boys put in their maximum effort, so it's only right I do my share as well. You know,
Fair
so.
play.
you have to, they give the boys the results they deserve. I need to be in the shape I need to be in, and so, it's good. It's been a good off season.
But it must be good as well, though. I suppose, like when it comes to the fitness and end of things, it's as much about for your own confidence. It'd be obviously it's great going into a season going, I know I'm as fit as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
You can take that off. When I throw my leg over the bike, I know my fitness is not going to let me down.
No,
That's not
exactly.
gonna let me down.
Like as I've said before, the worst thing in the world is lose a race over tired. Sort of.
Yeah.
But I can tell by you, sorry, I can tell by you that you're after losing a bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
it's-
little medium T-shirt's fitting you perfect.
But it is a great feeling. I mean, many moons ago when I was in the army and being, that fitness level is just, it's a phenomenal feeling.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It really is.
and
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's one box ticked.
Absolutely.
It's something you don't have to worry about when you sit on it. You know you're going to last a duration, and you're not going to fatigue. And
What about cycling? A lot of lads that are into the
a lot
bikes.
of lads do it,
cycling.
but I've no real interest in it. To be honest.
No.
No,
Well, look,
you're like myself, but I
put 'em
like the
over in it.
horsepower. Boop, boop, boop.
If you're doing us all a favour, we none of us want to see you in Laker, man, cycling though, so man, it'll be grand. Keep up the
Sarah's leggings.
jumping off the wardrobe to get to
And you're
the
driving up the engine, and you're buried up your hole.
Tongue up the arse there. Getting the horns. How are we going?
Give me a little slap and dart going by. Woo!
It's like pulling up beside a mini and seeing a rotten looking joke inside her. You're a disappointment.
dreadful.
Oh, stop, huh? And you're going with the sick bucket, huh?
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Are you doing that? Wait, like what does is like when you're doing your training for obviously the race and stuff like that? Is there certain things you stick to? Is there certain aspects of training you do? Certain ones you avoid? Or is it just general like fitness?
Just general fitness, like it's just sort of all over. You do a lot of running to build up a cardio sort of end of stuff, and then you do like circuit training or core work or leg work, and try and stay away from the heavy stuff like bulking, because you don't want to get too big, sort of stay as light as you can but as strong as you can. So basically that's the route I go, is trying that end of training, like done high rocks there and stuff like that. Just that sort of stuff is like your
Shout out to Bistow Kelly.
Bistow Kelly's the
Come on,
man.
Bistow.
Yeah. No, I've done a high rocks actually with Bistow and trained out there a good bit this off season too, in his gym, Primal Fitness. So
Yeah,
no, it's been good, and Bistow knows the crack. He rides bikes, so he knows what we do on them. And
for sure. Savage Jim.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
actually
thing.
used to go to him myself, but sure, I ran out of weight.
Yeah.
So Bistow, man, fucking get more weight. I'm not coming out anymore.
Oh, listen to the bullshit. Go there now.
Put on more weights, yeah. There are no more weights.
So just even on that now, so again, the big reveal there a couple of hours ago with the new kit.
Yeah.
Savage.
Class.
Absolutely, yeah.
Couple of nice additions to the old sleeve under there.
Yeah,
Looks well,
it was good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
more
well,
like
yeah.
that.
So where could people have a look at that? Where it's done on your socials, isn't it now? Yeah.
You know where they can look at it. Kevin Keith Ray. Sure, Kevin, you're Tony or not, Egan.
Yeah,
Well, that's one of the places where they have it. But just again, so just people know.
I seen a nice joke on, I think it's the left sleeve.
yeah.
The motor. Who are it?
Yeah, them
Clown the
podcast
Gate.
crowd.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, them podcast
Things are
crowd.
bad now if you have the likes of them boys on your sleeve. now, in fairness. It's not
The
good,
king
yeah.
of chai talk.
More like a lower pod shite talk.
No, it's
the
class
motorcycle
looking
hours
gear,
on it,
man.
yeah.
So this was obviously came from the RSD. That was the Star of Tomorrow, or whatever they call it.
Star
Yeah.
tomorrow, TT Star tomorrow, RST TT Star tomorrow. Yeah, so I won that, and it got me a factory deal with RST and RI. So yeah, I'm wearing RI helmets and RST.
See, the helmet's
this
lovely.
year. Yeah, it
Yeah.
all looks the part
Savage.
now. To be fair,
Savage.
yeah. No, it came good now. Went over, met all the RST team and the RST headquarter at Motor Direct, and sat down, and it was cool. Got properly measured up for the suit and sat down with the designer Charlie and designed up the whole suit. And
Oh, his name was Charlie.
yeah.
Oh, was it?
Her.
Ah,
Her
no.
name. Sorry.
Better looking than you now, Charlie. To be fair.
Oh, was it?
That would be at the back of that bike is better looking than him, wasn't it?
So they came and really impressed with them. They look class now, to be fair, and
Savage.
yeah, and a few little changes. We went different blue and flow pink and a bit of white on it this year to pop it a bit differently. And no, it looks good.
It looks class.
Tolan designs then Owen Tolan, he wrapped the helmet for me. So yeah, no, it all comes good now, to be fair. And
That's a great job. The helmet wrapping's class. He can do that in any helmet.
yeah,
I think that's
at
class.
all. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can wrap any helmets, bikes, fans. He's doing a lot there. He's just
That's
literally
deadly. Does merchandise.
Does merch.
Shout out, does all our merch.
Did he do yours?
Yeah, he does,
Oh,
man.
he does ours, he does
100%,
ours, yeah.
Yeah, no, fair fucking play to man. Yeah, the helmet thing is class. I wouldn't mind getting a few helmets done myself. That's
Yeah.
a savage idea.
Get
You know what I
Kevin
mean?
Keith's replica.
What's that?
You get Kevin Keith's
Kevin
replica.
Keith, 110%. Flat up and down with the guard station.
Wasn't me.
What's your name?
Wasn't me.
Kevin Keys.
Kevin's crazy eating there, come here. Listen, we're fucking after. Look at the time, boys. We're after. We're over. We're going and on and on.
Yeah,
and on,
but sure,
you know what I mean?
when you get into the old chin
That's
wagon,
right, I know,
what,
I know.
you know, we're like women.
I know. I would love to. I would definitely urge anybody before we wrap it up to jump over there. Jump onto Darricore Racing. It's on it, Darricore Racing, Kevin Keys Racing on Facebook, Instagram, and all that. And join up the supporters club. €70. You get a t-shirt. Now, that's the price of the t-shirt, and they're class. Anyway, the t-shirts and hats are savage, and you become part of the crew. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Join the
Absolutely, yeah.
team and
absolutely.
Great,
Bit of banter, a bit of crack.
Bit of banter, bit of crack.
Bit of racing. Sure, what's not to like?
Absolutely. Shout out. Do you want to give a shout out to a few of your sponsors and a few of your stuff before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I'd like to give a huge shout out to them all, like Tony there and Motorcycle Training.ie, Motorcycle Podcast, the JP, John Dowling, Dolly Plantire, FJS, Kieran O'Connell there, DB Coatings, Cutter Motorcycles, all the boys, everyone helps out. It's massively appreciated.
Massively appreciated. Yeah, fair play. Yeah.
Still plenty of room in the lid there as well if anyone wants to jump on before TT and
100%. Now's your opportunity.
Absolutely.
Get in contact either with ourselves or with Kevin or that. And there's a couple of spots there for a few more sponsors. And what'll be better? I on our own behalf, like, obviously we're I suppose a sponsor for yourself, and so seeing our logo on your letters, and I know I think it's going on the truck and stuff. Sure, it's just brilliant for us. Like, in our own way, that's just like, you know what I mean. When we started this podcast, we probably dreamed about something like that. We always did say we'd love to be in a position to help out. You know, it was going to be ourselves. You're obviously local to us here, and
But for many a night we did have a chat saying
we genuinely did. We said, "Yes, we'd love to."
and
like,
then
you know.
and now it's reality.
Yeah.
it's we've achieved
Yeah.
to be able to sponsor Kevin, and now we're on the trucks, we're on his leathers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, in fairness, that's an achievement.
An achievement.
You
And
know?
anybody else that's out there that wants to be part of that, like, just get in contact. But if you want your name on a head that's doing fucking nearly 200 mile an hour down Dynaman, sure, why not? You know what I mean? What's not to like? You know?
Absolutely.
Kevin, thanks a million for coming on again, man.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much,
much,
bud.
boys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we look forward to fucking joining you on the
And
podium.
as the man says,
Absolutely.
the best of luck to you.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay
and-
safe, man.
Yeah,
100%.
We'll be screaming from the side of the road there in Cookstown. Yeah.
Absolutely, shout without a doubt,
Now,
man. Yeah. we
when
look
you
forward.
are going by, now you can't be doing it the whole time. When you're flying by at nearly 200 miles an hour, there's no point in sticking the thumb up at me at the side. Keep her lip. Concentrate on what you're doing. You know what
Pull
I
it
mean?
into late jazz vibe.
Coming on here, yeah. Come around to the cha again now, yeah.
Oh, the cha again. It's all about.
Am I doing good cha with the tongue going?
Yeah, keep her lip, bud. Keep her lip.
You're going great. Only one little suggestion. You're going the wrong way. Oh, yeah. Kevin, look forward to seeing you in Cookstown.
Cheers,
man.
man.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
very
All
much.
right.
100%. Sound, bud.
Take it easy. That was the one and only Kevin Keys. Hard sound fella, boys.
Absolutely, yeah.
That man knows the crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you know, he's half from Carberry.
You would, yeah. You'd pick him out now. You'd pick him out in the crowd, to be fair. You would now.
Oh, with that head in him anyway,
Yeah, you would, 100%. But come here. Yeah, definitely a force to be reckoned with. He seems to be in a good place anyway. Definitely with his, you know what I mean, his head and his heart and his fitness and the bike and the team and everything like that. So look, this couple of
Real
years, I would
positive.
say, very,
Like to
very
see.
positive. And
Yeah.
we're all fucking
Good to see it, though. It's good to see it.
All behind him now, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
he has us in
And
his
like
corner
he
now.
has, he has a good team with him there, Darrick Orla.
He does. He
In
does.
fairness,
He does.
that's the other half the battle, boys. You
Fantastic.
need a good squad
Bit of
behind
positivity
You do.
behind him. Like,
Absolutely,
You do.
you know. And
Come
keep-
here. Before I forget, I have to give a massive shout out. We spoke before we cut to Kevin there about doing the photo rally pints, which I was said we done a fair bit of a fucking spin. Massive shout out to a loyal listener of the podcast, the one and only Tom O'Dwyer, who was kind enough to meet up with us below in Tipperary. Tom is a Waterford man. Well, he's living in Waterford anyway. And he met up with us on his absolutely beautiful Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
An absolutely gorgeous bike. He met us there at the first pint, which I think was 16, which is up around Thurles, down Tipperary direction.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
sorry, Cashel, down near Cashel.
Casual.
And he brought us from there then over to the one in Waterford. And he brought us on some fantastic roads, in fairness to him. And then he brought us over to Passage East and we got the ferry across. So, yeah, massive shout out to our listener, Tom O'Dwyer, who I happen to know is probably the best crane driver in Ireland.
Yeah.
Now there you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this man. If there's
he-
anyone that wants to drive a crane, I tell you, Tom's the man to do it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's the big boys he drives.
Good old Tom.
right, yeah.
No mess with Tom. Tomo, thanks a million for showing us around
good
your part of
man,
the
Tomo.
world. Good old Tom.
Absolutely, Tom.
Decent skin. So then we were talking there, but we did a lovely little snaky little spin out last night. Now, Kieran, you made an appearance for this one, which is rare, to be fair, but at least you did
no,
anyway.
come on.
Very rare.
Yeah, it was a lovely evening.
Didn't know in fairness.
And,
No, yeah, sorry.
Like, there was Pat Smith and Christopher Nolan there from over around Trim, Navan direction, and a few of the other boys. I can't remember the names now. As you know me with names, Bud. So I can't go fucking wrong.
Charlie Riley and the Bud.
But, but Pat and Christopher, they was there yesterday evening with a few of their buddies as well, and it was a lovely turnout yesterday evening, and there was a grand turnout.
Big crowd over there.
Oh yeah,
Massive,
right big crowd over
for
there.
a Wednesday, yes,
God, there was no, in
there
fairness.
was a good crowd.
But just the weather, when you get the weather, we went over and they brought the Harleys, which we haven't had them out really.
Brum, brum.
Have we had them out since? Oh, we had them. We went up to Dublin, Harley Davidson.
But I'll tell you one thing, lads.
Oh, you didn't go.
And I tell you here now,
another day you didn't go.
I don't give a shite what anybody says. But in all the chip shops in Ireland I've in, the only burger pies that really melts in your mouth is our Gaelic burger. Whatever way
Burger Gaelic.
Burger King.
No, I don't like Burger King. Believe it or not, I don't like Burger.
Gaelic
But-
burger, the burgers
burger.
are absolutely outrageous.
Cook
Yeah.
fresh.
Absolutely.
Right in front of you.
As the fella says, cook fresh straight there in front of you.
Right there in front of you.
Another
Absolutely.
class.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
sort of owl sauce to put on as well.
As well, yeah, and the raw
Here
onions
we
and
are
that.
talking about
Yeah,
food again. Will you
For
stop?
fuck's
Will you
sake, I'm
just stop?
starving.
Jesus.
Well, I didn't have my
Christ.
dinner yet.
I'm going to go down now and I'm going to eat
I don't care.
a horse of a Chinese.
I don't know if you were looking for something. I don't care.
I fucking
I
starved.
got mine. Anyway.
Yeah, but
What
anyway,
what you have?
here,
Was it
What's
nice?
in that?
Don't start
No,
whinging
wasn't
about
hectic.
starving all. Where were you yesterday evening then? No. Settle it on.
Oh, no.
Where was I
Come
yesterday?
Come up for
evening?
air now. Come up for air.
How come you didn't come?
I had to get new downpipes for my bike.
Sure, you got
Bullshit
them
now.
this evening,
Yeah, I got them this evening, so I didn't have them yesterday.
I'm sure.
so you couldn't ride it.
No.
Why have you been taken off it?
Yeah.
Ah, well then that's an excuse.
That's
so,
the man, right. Right. You got away with this.
yeah, you get away with it this time now.
You know,
Yeah, we don't know if you're telling the truth or not. But anyway.
just
No,
don't
but it
come down
was-
to the shed.
Yeah, exactly. Ringing herself, get out there quick and take the exhaust
Quick,
off.
quick. Toilet spanner.
The boys are coming down to make sure.
Yeah, sure.
Brendan's
No.
coming out to give me a hand to put them back on.
No, it was a savage old spin.
Oh,
It was great to catch up with a few people that we haven't actually seen in a while. And definitely a Wednesday evening, like, sure, what else do we have Wednesday, especially with the long evenings coming in. When I couldn't believe last night, like for the first time in I don't know how long, we were coming home in the Harleys, which obviously ours all have kind of the standard or the ape hangers, which means blood flow to the hands wouldn't be great.
Yeah.
And then so you really feel the cold, but I only had my summer gloves on. And it was
same as
grand.
myself, yeah. It was great. Now, my hands were cold, but they weren't like, just need to get off now and put them in my pockets cold.
It was one of them
Do you know?
nights, man.
Wait now until you all get your open face helmets.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you the truth, right?
Now go on, go on.
All John aside. All
You're a piss
bullshit
pot.
aside.
Well, Simpson.
The three of us together, now, I swear to God, we're all there in the lane coming home together. I would have loved the three of us to just keep going.
Keep going, yeah.
Oh,
man.
It was one of them nights.
It's just in sync.
It was just
And can I
savage.
just say, because I know Mark is be listening, he is just one dick. We were coming over.
Oh, shots fired.
my
Shots
God.
Straight to
We
it.
were coming over the second
Holy.
bridge past the Traveller's Rest, and I was behind Mark. You were leading, Brenda, remember?
Yeah.
You went over, that was grand. I was coming up behind Mark. Mark,
Kieran taking
just
up the rear
over
again.
the bridge, right? And there was a little patch like a loose gravel on the road. Well, he opened the throttle and the back wheel spun and a stone came up and caught me straight in the leg, and I swear to God, I was just like
Crying.
Oh no, I swear to God, no. I
Solid.
mean,
Could have been
I
worse, could have scratched the bed working
I
the
felt
bike,
like
man.
I got shot. I was like, oh yeah, oh. And then I says to myself, I hope this man stops.
So do you think he
this
done it on purpose?
Oh, I know for a fact he did it on purpose.
He was aiming for
the
the
minute,
nuts.
the minute we
Low
pulled
hanging
in,
fruit.
because the minute we pulled in the yard, he came over to me and he started smiling, and he says, how did you find the spin? And he says, yeah, you did that on purpose, didn't you? And he says, no, Oh,
That's
no,
them.
I
That's
didn't.
that's
I'm
that
telling you.
awfully crowd for you.
I'm
They're
telling
slang.
you.
Karen came up to the house then whinging and limping, and his mammy said to him, "What's
Sobbing.
wrong with your son?"
And you wonder he couldn't get out
That's
of
a
that.
lie,
small
you know.
So
that.
start rubbing his leg with old Winterline or whatever. you call it. When I said to her,
There's a bit of a look at Kieran.
I said to her, I have a pain in my leg as well. You can fuck off.
Yeah, the middle one.
Oh, he's the old Phil comes back into it. My
Jeez, that's
God, my
hilarious.
God.
Jeez, you have the whole crowd laughing.
It was a class sound night before domestic starts here. It was a class sound night. Shout to the boys, get over there. When's the ones in Abbey League starting back up? You know the ones that to be over
Couldn't
there?
tell you.
Are they a Tuesday or a Friday?
Tuesday night. It used to be. It was a Tuesday night last year. Anyhow.
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
They were good too. You used to enjoy going over
There
to
used to
them
be a
now.
fair crowd at that.
Right
as
there
well.
at the
Fair
square,
crowd,
yeah.
that. Fair crowd at that, yeah. Look, there's tons of stuff coming up for bikes. There's absolutely, no matter, at this time of the year, you get the longer evenings, you get everything working in your favour, and, everything just works out to a T. Do you know what I mean? Now, just a quick break in the podcast with a word from our sponsors. Having the right insurance matters, especially when you're on two wheels. That's why Principal Insurance, part of Howden, offers motorcycle cover you can rely on, whether it's a weekend spin or everyday riding. Howden Insurance Ireland Limited, trading as Principal Insurance, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland. P&B Heating and Plumbing, Edenderry, County Offaly. Your go-to for any heating and plumbing installations or repairs. Now, back to the podcast. What kind of runs have we got coming up? There's a couple on this weekend as well, I think, isn't there? There's a few bits and pieces.
There's a few old thingy jobbies. Yeah.
We'll have to refer to the old calendar now shortly to have a bit of an update. But come here, I do want to speak about, there is something coming up that was brought to my attention. I had a chat with a very interesting character, an absolute gentleman, and it is the one and only, Callum. Sorry, my head is gone. Callum from West Cork Motorcycle Club was on to tell us about a very interesting event that they are running very, very shortly. So this is something we want to have to put in the diaries. This is something you actually spoke about going back not too long ago. I haven't been at it myself, but we'll definitely have to make an appearance to it this week. Look, without saying any more.
Oh, the drag race.
The drag racing.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I was at a few of them now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, Callum's over here to give us the lowdown on what we can expect.
Hi everyone, it's Callum O'Brien here from the West Cork Motorcycle Club. On the 24th of May 2026, the club are going to be holding a closed road quarter-mile drag race at the Halfway, County Cork. Entries are open to both race licence and road licence holders, with classes from 400s, twins, super sport and superbike, all the way through to thoroughbred drag race machines. There's sure to be something to cater for everyone. For more information on entries and event information, keep an eye on our website, wcmcc.ie, and on our Facebook page, the West Cork Motorcycle Club. Thanks for listening. Hoping to see you all there on the 24th.
24th, there you are.
Yeah.
Put it in the book. Put it in the book.
The first one I went, it was actually down in Cork. I went down there and Liam Sheridan used to race on it, and Wogie.
Liam from Paddy's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liam from Paddy Costello.
Liam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jen.
Liam used to race the booze, drag the booze, should I say.
Yeah.
And Wogie, Stacey's husband.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's super at getting a bike fucking for dragging.
For sure. Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. He was on the boost as well. And I was watching him going up the road. Oh, lads, it's some
Adrenaline rush,
it
just
is,
watching
yeah.
it.
And then when you even just getting, say, normal lads like ourselves there,
You get mad
fucking
excited.
entering into it, it's savage watching lads tipping up. I tell you, it's a great day out.
Yeah.
Absolutely no great day out. And then Kieran was
That's
only,
right.
you were only about,
Jeez, I was only a gossip. You, me, Eugene, and Owen. Remember,
that's
we were
right,
kids all
yeah,
there.
you were about 7
I'd
or
like to
8,
say I was about
I'd say.
7 or
about
8, yeah.
17.
We went as well because Liam was dragging that day as well. And so was
There's a
Wogie.
photo of me there on the wall there with him. He there on the boozer. I'm somewhere there on the wall. I was only looking at it there.
Yeah, it's somewhere there, yeah.
I've never been at. I have to. I definitely.
well, I tell you now,
had to go to
Brendan,
it.
now-
I've been to drag racing. I've been to drag, but I haven't been down there.
Right, well, I'm going to tell you here now. It's
The bell of the bar.
It's a good day out.
It is.
Providing now-
Whereabouts in Cork is it?
It's out heading towards West Cork.
I think,
yeah.
you know
Fair
that
spin,
tunnel, what you call that?
Jack Lynch.
Jack Lynch.
Yeah, I think you go under that. If my memory serves me right, I think you go under that.
Take
you
the
come to
ferry.
a roundabout. You get the boat across the way you
You're
fucking
making me laugh.
You wouldn't go over that because if you went over, you'd need a fucking boat.
But anyway, look, it is a good day out.
Yeah.
Great day.
Well, look, that's one for the book, boys. There's tons of stuff coming up. Charlie, you're going to tell us about this one. This another lad that's coming up. We met with this, the one and only. Here I do it because you're absolutely fit for to do absolutely nothing. There's no point saying different.
Absolutely.
But no, this is one of the lads we had on. We were chatting to them there on last night over at Caelich Burger. Another date for the calendar, which is coming up. Save the date, Barberstown Castle Hotel, Sunday, the 17th of May. So that is fucking fast approaching as well. That is, of course, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride Out, celebrating 50 years of riding Dapper. Sponsored by Triumph here, by the looks of it. So that's another one for the books, as the fella says. What else have we got as well going on here? We've got Thursday, 31st of May. We've there's a raffle taking place at Barberstown Castle on 6 p.m. That's the raffle for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, is it?
Yeah, it is. For the win, there's
The
two
winner of
bikes
the bike.
to be winning. Or something.
What bike have
To
you
be
got this year?
raffled
Leo?
up. My
I
God.
don't know. I didn't get to actually see because there was too much stuff in my face with Gaelic burgers.
Yeah.
new there.
absolutely, Yeah, not new there. But look, there's loads of bits and pieces coming up. Something that's coming up a little bit quicker that we want to chat about is Principal Insurance Mondello Masters. First round of championship is kicking off this weekend. Now, we were planning on being over at Ireland's Biggest Rideout, which is again a huge thing that's coming up, and we would urge people for sure to show their support there. The rideout was on Sunday. Maybe you could go to Mondello on the Saturday, make a bit of a weekend out of it. Definitely there are two things that unfortunately we'd love to be able to do both. But as you've heard, obviously Principal is a good supporter of the podcast, and with the first round of the championship, we'd like to be over there on Sunday and have a chat with the riders and meet everybody and see what it's all about, I suppose. But that's something we're looking forward to. We're going to be upstairs in Mondello, so we'll be doing a podcast over there and interviewing a couple of the riders and a few bits and pieces. So if you're heading over to Mondello, come and see us and give us a shout. Just a little thing, we will be doing a giveaway in the next week or so. We will have two passes for the entire season of the Mondello Masters, courtesy of Principal Insurance, that we will be we'll be giving away in the next week or two. So keep an eye on our social medias and you could get yourself two passes.
Season
Absolutely.
tickets.
Yeah, season. Yeah, for the full season. Yeah.
For the full season, yeah.
For the full season, yeah.
So
I thought it was
that's
just
something
a
coming up.
one-off thing.
No, full season.
Full season, so yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah, keep an
listen
eye.
in. Bam, bam.
If you're not in, you can't win.
Absolutely.
As they would say.
Bam, bam.
You know what I mean? Sounds like a plan. And else you want to report on, Charlie, before we wrap it up and go and get some beauty sleep for episode
Just
82?
if the listeners are out there and they want to win these tickets, first crew up now with a big Chinese and a chipper for me and Brendan.
Chinese and a Chinese and a chipper.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, the name
Sure,
of
a
it,
bird
not just
never
a-
flew in one wing. Did you?
Right,
Well-
okay, right. Tony,
Yeah, just over the shoulder there. You mentioned something that, before you wrap up.
come in there.
Yeah.
We won't be able to hear you, Tony.
I heard there's some crowd doing something there in May. Is something?
Oh,
May. Let's
May.
see
Something
now.
like that, anyway.
Early May.
Early May, is it?
Really, yeah. Oh, it's the bank holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What was
the
it?
second.
That's
going on
it.
there?
The second.
Oh, it's them Clonagale boys again. Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
rogues.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ of Almighty.
That
Don't-
who they
What is
are.
it? What is it?
I had to
Warn
look
just
them
boys.
up real quick there.
It's a rally.
It was quiet.
Do not
rally.
mention
Oh,
their
yeah.
name in
It's
here
a biker
anymore.
rally, yeah.
What is it?
You have to be in a bike club to go to that.
No.
Oh,
No,
right.
you definitely
No.
don't.
You don't have to be in a
That
bike
was a
club.
rumour. 100% you don't. No.
I heard them boys are actually, no matter what anybody says, about them,
Unbelievably handsome.
they're actually sound like.
And very good looking.
Yeah. Especially the ones with the beards and the shaved heads.
Oh, no, Jesus. Here we go again.
That's the rally going on, boys.
Hey,
I hope
Colette.
to God you're all going to be there.
Colette, bring me up that sick bucket, will you?
Sick bucket.
No, Jesus Christ.
I
huh?
know. 2nd of May, we better see us there. I hope to God we all.
I
because
hope we
it's,
do,
it's the
I
one
hope we
day of the
do,
year
yeah.
we get to kind of meet all
Yeah.
the listeners and everyone, and we get to catch up with people that we might only get to see a couple of times throughout the year. And we put a lot of effort into this year. We'll have an awful lot more stands, I suppose, than we've had in
Yeah,
previous
well,
years
we're
and stuff.
hoping
And,
that it all turns out.
There's the
something
thing,
for
just to
everybody.
clear it up as well. I had a few people asking me about it as well. Do you know the way it's €15 with a patch?
okay.
we give you a patch to signal that you were at the rally.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
to
yeah, there was
explain
a
that
bit of a
little bit better,
confusion
because
there.
There is a
okay.
little bit of confusion around it.
Okay, so some people were thinking you had to have a patch.
You had to have a patch, but you don't.
Okay.
No.
You don't have
no.
to be in a club.
€15. So yeah, €15 entry fee,
15
and you will
and
get
you-
one of the patch.
Yeah.
And sneak little up there. This year's patches are class.
Yeah.
It's our 10th rally, and these patches are class. So there will be limited number of them. So first come, first serve, as the fella says. But yeah, we'll see us all.
Absolutely.
Carberry GA,
Yeah.
2nd of May.
Yes.
Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll wrap it up there for episode 82, folks. We hope to see you all over
Exactly.
in Mondello on Sunday. And if you're heading out to Mondello or indeed Iron Speakers Trader or wherever
Just
you're going,
stay safe.
Stay safe.
Right
Exactly.
carefully.
and we'll catch you all back here next week.
Till
for
next
episode
time.
Have a good
83.
one.
Take it easy, folks.
See you there.
Take it easy. Bye bye.